So what's you? What we been through? I miss you, and you can't lie, you miss me too. If I roll through, but you.
Happy Vlogmas Day 10. In today's video, we're going to be talking about or responding to a comment that I got a while back. I'm just now doing it, but she was basically asking, could anyone describe Aaliyah's personality? Did she seem scared, resistant, curious, intimidated? And this was on my video titled Aaliyah was in a chair while Robert was. So if you guys want to go watch that, go watch it. It's very old. But as soon as I open the window, loud cars. That sounds like a motorcycle. But y'all, I gotta show y'all these eyelashes. Look at this. They don't look, the camera don't do it justice, but girl, I'm finna put them on. I don't know when, but anyways. So yes, I'm finally doing this video. Shout out to your comment. You know who you are. Yeah, let's just get into it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Let's get into today's video. Personality wise, I wasn't really around Aaliyah, but from what I get on videos from her personality is she was a sweet person, down to earth, very mature. They made it a fact to educate everybody on that when it came to Aaliyah. And she was just a bubbly person, just like always happy, smiling, and she'll do anything to make anyone happy. That's what I get from her personality, if that's what you mean. Was she scared of Robert? In my opinion, I say no, because I talk about this all the time, or I've mentioned it before multiple times. I personally believe that this relationship with her and Robert is something that Aaliyah enjoyed, she loved. I don't think she was scared of this relationship at all. There's just no signs of her being scared. So no, to answer that long story shortly. Also, if she was scared of the relationship, I just want to include that she would, I'm sure, would have told her parents if she was scared in any way, shape, or form. But if anything, her parents could have been the one trying to keep her away from him. I don't know. But if and it's already said she was sneaking out of the house. She had a phone that he gave her, and she was secretly calling him. So clearly she enjoyed this relationship pretty much. She was not scared. The relationship was not forced at all. It was just something I believe came on naturally. She was young. She fell in love with this dude. For one, he was helping her with her career. He helped her succeed in a successful career, and she probably just caught feelings along the way. I mean, she was a little too young, but hey, being around a grown man who's flirting with you, allegedly tapping you on the butt, you're gonna fall in love, right? And although she was mature, she had a weak spot too, especially for men, and clearly older men, that manipulated the situation into being something more than it should have been. It should have just been work, but she fell for him, and it was just a natural relationship, a natural falling in love. It wasn't forced, like her parents were like, go do this with him so you can be famous and provide for us. I don't think it was like that at all. I don't think she resisted the relationship. I believe that Wendy Williams' biopic of Aaliyah is somewhat true, if not 100% true. I believe personally that Aaliyah really wanted this relationship, and her parents were not okay with it, especially after they found out she got married to him. I'm pretty sure they knew she was doing something with him, going to the studio late nights, staying the night. They would chill and go to McDonald's together, and you know what I'm saying, all this crazy stuff. They had to know something was happening, right? I find it hard to believe. I believe that clip in the biopic by Wendy where I don't know if it was them finding out she got married, but they were not happy about that, and they said they were going to get it annulled, and she was crying, and she was like, I HATE you. and how basically fighting for this relationship, you know. And I feel like that could have had some truth to it, but I don't think she was a smart mouth to her parents. I think she was very mature. She probably sat down and talked to them. She said that on a little article that they would have sit downs and talk about everything like that. So I'm pretty sure she talked to them about it, and they allowed it to a certain extent until she got pregnant and they got married. And that's when they were like, you know what, Aaliyah, this is it. You already got your album, and he can't take that away from us, because if he tries to, we can take him to court and, you know, have it all set up already, because it was already illegal. It was no resistance. It was a natural thing. Aaliyah really pushed for that relationship. She was in love. She was sneaking out the house for this man, calling this man. She accepted a phone from him. So it wasn't no resistance. I don't think she resisted sleeping with him. I think she enjoyed the encounters, all of it. The lady, and a lot of people say it's fake, she lied. I think she got paid to be quiet. That's what was that. They said, or the lady said she walked in on them having, and Aaliyah was in a chair and he was in between her legs or whatever. That doesn't sound like resistance to me. And if she can go in the back of the bus and do all this, that's not resistance. If she can continue going to the studio with this man, going to McDonald's, speaking highly of this man, interviews with this man, that's not resistance at all. She enjoyed it. She felt like an adult. She felt like one of those business people. You know, you're in the industry, you're messing around, you have a scandal, and you have success. And it all came to her so very young. She was 12 when she met him. And they started filming around that time, 13. And all the scandal and stuff started happening. Who knows when it started happening, but it came out around the time she was 14, 15. I think that's when they... I don't know. I don't think she was resisting the relationship. Long story short, she enjoyed it. There's just too many times where, you know, like, and not to mention she was dressing up like this man. If she did not want this relationship, she wouldn't have done any of that. I'm pretty sure she would have told her mom, but I don't think that's how it went. Also, I think she could have been curious, yes, about where their relationship could have went if things wouldn't have went how they went. But I don't think she was curious about the situation and how it all took down or went down so quickly. She wasn't curious. She wasn't intimidated. She wasn't scared, resistant. It was none of that. And a lot of people seem to think she was scared. No, I don't think it was that at all. My hair is so pretty. I didn't even mean to curl it this way, but... Was she intimidated by R. Kelly? Basically, we just ran over that. No, she was not intimidated. Personally, this is just how I feel. They looked very happy in photos, interviews. She never looked scared. You can tell when someone is very afraid of a person, no matter what. They're gonna give you a sign. They're gonna look out of it, detached from their soul. Their eyes are gonna just look soulless, and they're not going to be smiling from ear to ear. Aaliyah was always smiling around this man. She loved every ounce of it. Honestly, I think her mom knew what was going on, and if it was anything that would have put her daughter in danger, she would have cut that off immediately. I feel like Diane is the type of mom to know what she wants to and what she wants for her kids, and if Aaliyah was being, that was one thing she was not going to have, especially the dad, because y'all seen that interview and he was like, she was working with Robert and the rest is history. He just seemed like it was finally over. He ain't even messed with the situation like that. He only did it for her to have a career, and you know, it was probably all the mom's doings, you know what I'm saying? Dad just wasn't feeling that at all. But he wouldn't have had Aaliyah sitting there being abused by this man. Another reason how I know she wasn't intimidated by, I almost said Jay-Z, was because I feel like she dedicated the one I gave my heart to. I say this all the time. She was walking through a wooden house that looked like her childhood house, and I feel like that song could have been about Robert. And a lot of people seem to think that some of her songs on her last album, the Red album, Aaliyah's self-titled album, could have been about Robert too. And so if that's the case, then she didn't have bad blood. If she had bad blood, she would not keep making songs. How could the one I gave my heart to break my heart so bad? Like, why would she say that? You know, she didn't want her heart broken by the one she loved, the one she gave her heart to. No, she loved that relationship. She cherished it. That was her first relationship. He started her career. He was the first man who, you know, took her. He was the one that brought her into adulthood, opened those doors for her. And he was buying her gifts. Probably the first man to buy her gifts other than her father. And they were matching. Like, he was just like a big kid to her, and she fell for that. She wasn't intimidated. Not making songs about this man, she wasn't. You know the song by Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone? Not saying this is about Aaliyah, but I was thinking, because they said that that song was originally Robert's song and he gave it to MJ, and it was about a 17-year-old girl. And I was thinking maybe Aaliyah, you know, but I don't know. It could have been just about some other random 17-year-old. Why would he be singing about a random 17-year-old other than the one in the spotlight? I don't know. It was just a thought. Not going to talk too much about it. The pics show happiness. No sadness. She never looked down with him. Unless she was given a straight face, but she always did that in her photos. Even when she grew up, it was always the straight face, which I found so interesting and beautiful. And like I said before, I don't think Diane would let that happen, nor the father. Like, I'm pretty sure Michael Houghton did not play about Aaliyah. She was his only girl. They wanted a girl and they got one. Only girl. He was not finna play like that. Not even probably when it came to the mom. No, we not playing that game. My daughter is my daughter. She ain't finna be uncomfortable around this dude. As long as you're comfortable, Aaliyah, cool. And I think that's why they let her get away with singing these songs and completing the album, because she was totally fine with it. Sorry to say this. I want to say that this will be my last time talking about whether or not Aaliyah was comfortable with Robert, because this video should just confirm that question for you forever. I don't think she was uncomfortable. Do I think he was I don't know. I haven't looked into that further, but anything's possible. But I do not think she was, I don't think he was like that to where he would hit her and she would have bruises. No. But this video is basically summing up that question. I do not think she was uncomfortable with him. So this will be my last time talking about that. This is just what I think. And this should answer this question for a very long time, or if not forever. So yeah, there was no bad blood between Aaliyah and Robert. She would always tell a good deed on him, and that was that. She never spoke down on him. So, and I don't think she ever lost respect for him. She was talking about him in a 1996 or 7 interview, and she was asked about it in 2000 as well, which is really crazy because she was dang near an adult around that time, and it's been years before that even, or years after that even happened. So for her to be asked about that again and her still give a good deed on, you know what I'm saying, that man, shows that she had respect for him when all that was going on. Of course, I'm pretty sure when she got older she realized how screwed up that was, and you know, he left her to fend for herself and her career, and he did not help her and step out. I think that's where she didn't really feel comfortable talking about him anymore, because he just left her on her own to try to maintain her career, which luckily she did, and she was very successful. So congratulations to her. Another thing I want to add too is that Diane had her fair share in everything that was going on while Aaliyah was talking to Robert, allegedly. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he gave the same treatment to the mom like he did Aaliyah. She was getting her fair share in that situation. It wasn't just Aaliyah. We done heard some stories now. Like I said, it wasn't such a big deal. He brought her success, money, and a career. And it became a stable career at that. So, yeah. Anyways, happy Vlogmas Day 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.
that's alright, cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken